Hi, I'm Leanne Ely. I'm a nutritionist, a New York Times best-selling author, and some people even say I'm a life coach. I started the Daily Dish Show to share my story, my truth, and my journey to vibrancy, and to inspire others to do the same. Because it's all about grit, perseverance, and finding a way despite the odds. It's about embracing the whole woman, not just the parts that are easy to love, and feeding her heart, mind, body, and soul. But I found that this isn't just my story, it's your story too. It's go time. This is the Daily Dish. It's go time! Because it's Tuesday. That means it's Transformational Tip Tuesday. And just wanted to show you something, Patsy. We just had a conversation about that. Do you see that swirling goodness there? Those are my chia seeds. Patsy's not a fan. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know. Jocelyn, Deborah in the house. Good to have you here. And I'm so happy that we all get to share in today's stuff. Well, you listen, like when you like chia seeds, you like chia seeds. When you don't like them, well, what can I say? They're not for everybody. But the goodness of the chia seeds, the omega-3 fatty acids, the good healthy fat that's in them, and the fiber can't be beat. So anyway, you have to get them in. You can blend them too, you know. You can blend those seeds. So it's good to have you here. Alice, hello. Sue, hello. Great quote of the week. Have you seen it? A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Boy, oh boy. Conviction or what? Don't we do this sometimes? Don't we do this sometimes? Don't we say no because we're trying to avoid? No, I don't know. I think we need to really work on that conviction stuff and really speak the truth. It's really important. Not the solid pudding. The solid pudding to me is like fabulous to me. I love it. So Alice is here and Sue is here, and now here comes Jeanette. So now we're ready to have a party. Hi, Sandy. Sandy's also here. Happy, happy, happy. You know what they remind me of? Chia seeds remind me of baby tapiocas. We always used to say they look like fish eyes, but I just loved them. They're just like weirdness, and so is this chia seeds. They're fabulous. Last week, we talked about eating frogs, and a few of you are starting to say, yeah, I ate my frogs today. So how's the frog eating going, everyone? Ribbit? You can reply in the chat here with a little froggy if you've been big on eating frogs first thing in the morning. And if you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about. Frogs. Frogs are important. We are on day 2 of the Vibrant Body Detox. How's everybody doing? You loving the recipes? They're really good. Hi, Kathy. She's at work. She might have some spotty reception. Well, at least you're here. Patsy's been eating frogs. Alice ate 2 this morning. Sounds like there was an ugly one and a smaller one. You were telling your husband about the drugs yesterday or the frogs? I think you had a case of autocorrect. Yeah, frogs are very, very tasty things, aren't they? Vibrant Body Detox. If you know, you know, and you're doing it. It's fantastic. And I hope everybody's enjoying it. We have a lot of people who've been through it, at least a week of it, and just saying, this is fantastic. Can I keep going? Absolutely. Absolutely. I know, Jeanette. I know what you were saying. Hey, Martha, you're in the house. Good to have you here. So that's all very well and good. If you want to do the Vibrant Body Detox, you can do that at any time. All you have to do is purchase the Vibrant Body Detox. And just let you know that with that Vibrant Body Detox, you get the whole plan. And it'll tell you exactly what to do. Okay? This week, however, we have a brand new, hi Corliss, glad you're here. We have a new supplement that we are debuting with an introductory offer. And I am so proud of this. And boy, is it flying out the door. And let me just make this, oh gosh, my glasses. Mark always takes my glasses and he says, "Do you ever clean these?" And my thought is sometimes, and most of the time it's no. So anyway, cleaning them now. But Marco, hi! I'm glad you're here. So let me just tell you about this supplement. This is a proprietary supplement with different properties, herbs, and different other things in it. You'll see when you take a look at this. That helps you to bring your blood sugar down naturally with this stuff. There's a whole lot I can say about this, except that one of the things that we have to be aware of as we age, our blood sugar naturally goes up. We can fight that, obviously, with what's on the end of our fork and possibly taking drop. It's good stuff. And I'm really proud of this formula. I'm proud, and it took us a while to get it out, but here it is. You buy one, you're going to get one free. And that's a great screaming deal. You know, we never do that. When we do supplements of the week, it's buy 3, get 1 free because, you know, that keeps our margin in place. Well, for this one, we bought a truckload, but it's going fast, 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 fast. Buy one, get one. Find it at savingdinner.com/show. You'll also get all the details on what this is about and how it works. Okay, is that a deal? How about that? Hello there, Doris. I'm glad you're here. And that, my friends, is the totality of what we have. If you are part of Take Back Your Body, don't forget tonight is our meeting right at 7 o'clock. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to, you're going to have your boots on with the bells, right? Am I right? That's right. And you know what else you're going to do? You're going to be prepared because this is a great week. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up. Autumn, hello. Autumn's in the house. So anyway, let's get into the business of what we're going to be talking about today. Because last week we were talking about, you know, frog eating and all this other kind of stuff. And today I kind of want to take you, I kind of alluded a little bit to Amy Cuddy's TED Talk and how your body language can help you change and shift your perspective and even change your body's chemistry. So it's really cool stuff. And today we're going to talk about being it till you see it, because you might often hear me say, don't fake it till you make it, be it till you see it. So I thought I'd unpack that a little bit because this is important and it's a huge differentiator between fake it till you make it. Okay, so let's talk about it. And be it till you see it. This quote is originally attributed to Aristotle, right? To be a virtuous woman, you must first act like a virtuous woman. Okay, here's the quote. It's actually to be a virtuous man, right? But we're going to take it and we're going to go ahead and adjust it for our purposes. To be a virtuous woman, you must first act like a virtuous woman. In other words, it's not lip service, it's due service. It's the real deal. And I want to also say that we know that confidence comes out of genuine accomplishment, don't we? Genuine accomplishment in work, that gives us confidence. Have you noticed that confidence doesn't come before the actual work and actual accomplishment? The confidence comes after. So that's one of the things that holds a lot of people back is they think that they have to wait till they're confident. And on the other hand, if we take it and understand what this really means, it means we need to do the work before we get the confidence, which is really an important distinguisher. So this is saying, too, that this isn't pretending. This is understanding that there's a little muscle involved, right? It's not pretending at all. Mary Kay Ash is the one, you know, the pink Cadillac lady with the Mary Kay Cosmetics. Fake it till you make it. That's her thing. That's the one thing that she said. And I say let's just readjust that idea into stepping away from fakery and stepping into what it's going to require us to become the women we're supposed to be. The women we're meant to be, the women we've been called to be. Okay? So this is Amy Cuddy again. She's the author of Presence. That's a book talking about how your presence and how you show up for yourself, for others, etc., how that is kind of a needle mover on how you feel about yourself and how the world sees you. And all there's a lot of give and take with that, because how you put yourself out and how you are received is they're all, they're dependent on one another. Not that you're wanting to put yourself out in this big fake pomp and circumstance kind of way, but how you are perceived is really going to have kind of a feedback flow for you. This is what she said. Don't fake it till you make it. Fake it till you become it. Fake it till you become it. In other words, be it till you see it. Start doing the things that a blank would do. We all remember this. Give me a pinkies up if this was your household. This is my household. Your mother put on a happy face. Just smile. Smile, Leanne. Just smile. Put on a happy face. And what that was, that talk about faking it till you make it, right? We just had to pretend and fake it oftentimes, and it felt very phony, didn't it? But it was maybe part of your upbringing. It certainly was a part of mine, and it was part of the, it was the culture back then. We don't do that anymore to our children, thank God. But it was the culture back then. But here's the thing that every single person on this planet recognizes, and we did when we were little kids too, and that is faking it is phony baloney, period. It is. And I don't know about you, but do you want someone pretending to you to be your friend and they're not? How does that feel? Is that genuine? How does it feel when you're around somebody who's just faking it? It doesn't feel good. It feels kind of icky, as a matter of fact. So the thing is that we have to understand is, if you want to grow, if you want to become the vibrant woman that you are called on this planet to become, then your call to action isn't faking it anymore. It's instead to be it till you see it. And there's a big difference. I'm going to unpack all of the differences for you. Okay. Number one is showing up. Okay. Showing up. When you're being that person, it means that you show up. You don't pretend to show up. You actually put your feet in the shoes and you show the heck up. You don't talk about it. You don't just hand a bunch of lip service up. There's action involved. There are things that you are doing to become this person, right? When we talked about Diana Nyad yesterday, do you think when Diana Nyad first started swimming that she was a competitive swimmer right out of the gate? Not at all. It took her a minute, and it took her to saying, okay, this is what I like. I am going to be a competitive swimmer. And so what does a competitive swimmer do? They go and they compete. They don't just talk about it. And here's the thing that you also need to understand, right? When you're a competitive swimmer, you don't win your races straight out of the gate. Maybe some people do. Maybe there are a few people, but you eat some humble pie. I am a pickleball player. I have won medals playing tournaments. I've also lost and walked away with nothing, right? It's the way it is. This is what competitions do. They show up. But I showed up. I suited up. I was ready to go. I stretched. I did all the things. I ate the way I'm supposed to eat because I'm an athlete. This is what we do. We show up, right? Every single woman who wants to become the vibrant woman that she says she wants to become shows up each and every day, even when they don't want to, right? Not just giving it lip service. Number two is doing as if. You might not be exactly where you want to be. Raise your hand. But the more you do, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. So I have my partner, his name is Michelle, who we are playing in some tournaments. We've got a tournament coming up in Charleston in March. And one of the things we take some lessons, and one of the things that are, so we're about a 3.5, maybe 3.0, between 3.0 and 3.5, 3.5 on a good day, 3.0 on a bad day. Players, she's a 5.0. So there's a big quantum leap. This gal who's teaching us, Trish. And I will tell you what Trish said. The difference between a 3.5 player and a 5.0 player is she who goes on the court and drills. You do that same shot over and over and over and over again to get muscle memory. This is what it is with any habit. We have to do it over and over again. Sometimes it's an adjustment because I'll tell you, like with pickleball, sometimes you realize, I need to readjust my paddle. I need to readjust my stance. I need to watch the ball better. There are things that you need to do to adjust so that you get that shot. This is the same thing with everything. Have you noticed that? It's the same thing with everything. There's an adjustment that has to happen with everything because you are never going to get it right out of the gate, ever. But if you're doing it as if, you are going to figure that part out. You will adjust and you will figure that part out and you will become it. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? It's not perfect, but boy, oh boy, it is excellent. And number 3, this is a big one. And this is where a lot of people get hung up. And maybe I should have had this one as number 2, but it's thinking as if. Thinking as if, what would an athlete do? So this could be your higher self. This could be your future self. This is the part of you that dares to think outside of the box instead of just falling into that old, dusty Oregon Trail of thought, which is, oh, it's too hard. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. It's for everybody else. It's not for me. And all the other stuff that holds us back from the vibrancy that we want. We instead think, what if I took one step toward this? What if I tried this one thing? What if I added this in? What if I did a little extra strength training today? I did that myself. What if I did that? How would that make me feel? It would make you feel as if you're being it till you see it. That's what it would do. Because remember, as we do these things, we also reap the benefit of changed physiology. Our body chemistry changes as we change. This is why it's so incredibly important when you don't feel like it, that you do it anyway. Because if you do something anyway, you're doing several things. One is you're telling your amygdala to take a seat. Your amygdala is the fear factor and the risk, detector in your brain. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it at all. Your brain is always looking, the amygdala anyway, is always looking for the easy way out and doesn't want any risk involved, even if it's detrimental for you. But when you buck your amygdala and say, come on, you know what, take a seat. I'm going to just go do this. Let's go see how it works. You will find yourself flooded with endorphins, flooded with dopamine, and feeling pretty darn good about yourself. And I don't know about you, and pinkies up, don't you like to feel good about yourself? I do. There's enough stuff in the world to make you feel bad. So when we do these things that make us feel good, it just changes everything. Hey, Chris, Jane, I'm so glad you're here. So we need to think about this. And when we think about it, we get to do it. And when we do it, we show up. All 3 of these things. And all of it changes our body's physiology, and all of it changes what we think about ourselves, and we see the potential that's there. Otherwise, we don't have the eyes to see. We do when we do all of these things, because these are all things that fakers don't do. They don't. They just talk about it, right? Pretend. Fakers pretend. And pretending isn't going to get you anything unless you are 4 years old and playing dress up. It's going to get you a lot of fun. That's it. But for us, big girls, we need to be doers. So the big, vibrant vision that you are casting for yourself out there in this world in January of 2023, well, this is how you're going to live your life genuinely and vibrantly. Because that's what you see for yourself. And yes, you can be that. And yes, you can see that. And yes, you can ask yourself the questions, what if? Can you imagine? And start filling in what that's going to feel like. And yes, you can experience what it feels like even before you do it. It's part of the whole thing, by the way. This is how our affirmations become manifestations, y'all. It's really true. So when we do this, we wholeheartedly align with the hot desire of what we want. And when we do that and follow it up with action, we're just building the bridge to get there. we get there. We actually will get there, you know? So who you want to be, what you want to accomplish, those are all the things that come into play and become who you are when you act and make decisions as if you were already that person. Because you can ask yourself, what would an athlete do? You know my affirmation that I have taken into this next year. I am an athlete, joyfully training in the gym and at the table daily. Because my athleticism is the thing that feeds my soul. It makes me feel good. It's very important to me. I never realized how important it was to me until I finally picked up a sport that I love. And now it's a core part of my day. And it's also a core part of my well-being because I never recognized the power that had and how much easier it is when that becomes your identity to do those things. You see what I'm saying? Our identities need to shift. We need to stop calling ourselves couch potatoes. We need to stop calling ourselves just, unathletic. We need to stop calling ourselves names and start calling ourselves the thing that we want to be. And then we follow it up with doing and thinking like that. You're unstoppable, completely unstoppable. And guess what? That all moves you at lightning speed toward your goals. Because everybody's on board. You got your head on board, you got your heart on board, your emotions are on board, your doing is on board. And who are you? You're unstoppable. Yes, you're an athlete. And it's not about what you look like, it's about what you do. I will tell you, when Diana Nyad landed on that beach, she did not look like an athlete. She looked like a 64-year-old woman dripping wet, with stings all over her. She was who she was. But inside of her is this core of athleticism that was just absolutely unmovable. And that for me and for you and for every woman on this planet who desires vibrancy is the thing. That core of who you are needs to be unmovable. You just need to feed it. Feed it all this good stuff. Feed it good thoughts. Feed it good actions. Feed it good words. Pronounce this. Make a manifesto out of it. Because this is your life we're talking about. Remember, one shot, one life. What are you going to do with it? You don't get to do this Tuesday over again. This Tuesday, when it's gone, it will be gone forever. So every single day of your life counts. Every single thing that we do counts. This is why what's on the end of your fork counts. This is why the way you move your body counts. All of this does. Because your vibrancy is everything. It's everything. It's just what makes life delicious. Absolutely. So, your goals, you want to become, while you're doing and believing all of what I just talked about, that's going to move you all toward your goals. Because what are your goals really? Your goals are, I want to get here. And so these are the things on my checklist that I need to do in order to do that. Those are the steps that you take. So your goals are the energy behind what you want. That's what they are. They're the energy, and it's the mover down the field. And your goals are the framework so that you can get it. Otherwise, how do you get? You have to have some kind of a construct. You don't just willy-nilly shoot from the hip. You got to have something. So if your goals are the influence and your belief system, then the decision-making process is the emotional driver behind the whole thing. When the decision-making is done and you push it forward with the emotion like, I will get this. I am going after this. Nothing's going to stop me. Watch me. Here I go. There's just something. There is something about a woman who's made up her mind. There's something about a woman who, when she steps up and says, no more 90%, no more 95%, I'm determined. This is my decision. This is my life. This is what I'm doing. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. There's nothing like a woman on fire. I am telling you. And that's my hope and prayer for you. So no more fake it till you make it. We think that's phony baloney garbage. Amen. Amen. So we're going to call that out as disingenuous horsepucky 100%. So we're going to be it till you see it, because that honors your becoming. Because your becoming is constantly in motion and it blooms. This is, living your life in full bloom. It starts here and it keeps going and going and going. That's your becomingness, right? It's real. It's genuine. It's not fake. And by the way, that's who you've been called to be. This is how we get the full breadth of a vibrant life. Follow the directions. Must add water. All right, there you go. That's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that show. I hope it put a little fire in your belly. I hope so. After all that frog eating, we got to get on this stuff. We've got a life to live, and it's 2023. It's January. It's the middle of the month. We are not going to throw down our goals or resolutions. I call them goals. We're not going to throw them down and just have another rerun. Are we? No, we are not. Pinkies up, Chris. You betcha. Pinkies up. We're going to have the year of our lives. We know how to do it. We know we're on track. So let's get it going. For those of you who are in Take Back Your Body, I will see you tonight. And the rest of you, I'll see you tomorrow for Wise Ones Wednesday. Thanks for joining me today. If you missed the announcements, go to savingdinner.com/announcements. You're going to want to get the drop. Peace be with you. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me today. You can find me on TikTok for daily tips to help support your most vibrant life. And remember, you are the author of your own story. Until next time.